Uh, Good evening. I hope you all are safe and welcome to Anand Medical Academy. And you all must be get ready for your 10th standard exams, and you should be very confident and we should be like fighters, and you should concentrate on these exams as well as our next target is what you are going to complete this 10th standard, and you are entering into next PU means you suppose you want to become a doctor or a great engineer, IIT like that, means you must travel from 10th standard to just 11th standard, that means first PU. So some transformation is very important. So for that cool transformation, we are making some bridge for you of biology, physics, chemistry. Okay guys, all the best for your exams as well as future. This transformation is very important for us. Okay, it's in a cool manner, just like you feel like okay, I'm just learning something, like that you have to feel. Okay, and just listen carefully these kind of basics which are very important for 11th standard. Okay, so actually in 11th standard there are so many chemistry concepts and interesting concepts, and you feel very exciting to learn all these chapters. Okay, so you can feel those without any tension. Okay, you have no need to feel stress because we are there for you to make you understand everything. Got it? So I'll give you some just basics. Just relax and just learn what we are saying. That's it. Okay. Okay. Now I'll tell you some basics regarding atoms, their atomic masses. Okay, their electronic configurations, how to write, those are very important, because if you wanted to understand organic chemistry, you may have idea about organic chemistry, these electronic configurations are important. Suppose you wanted to understand periodic table, electronic configuration is very important, and chemical bonding, like that, so many inorganic chapters are there. Those you wanted to understand means you must know what exactly. Okay, so electronic configurations. Before to start, I will give you few minutes introduction regarding this chemistry. Chemistry is a branch of science which deals with life, everything. See, you are using medicine, there's a chemicals. Okay, in life there is a chemical bond. So chemistry. So chemistry in 11th standard and 12th standard, you have 3 parts. You have to learn all these 3 parts, and very simple also. Okay, if you once enter, you feel that very simple chemistry. Okay, so chemistry is actually 3 parts. One is organic chemistry, and the second one is inorganic chemistry, and the third one is physical chemistry. These all 3 parts are very important. Organic chemistry deals with the carbon compounds, completely carbon compounds. Inorganic means periodic table, chemical bonding, all those will come here. S block, P block, D block, F block, those all will come in inorganic, and mostly here theoretical. And mostly here reactions and how the reactions happen in organic compounds, everything we will understand here. Physical means some concepts you have based on some concepts as well as numericals here. But so these all things are very important for you. But so to understand one by one, for everything, to understand organic, to understand inorganic, to understand even physical, some electronic configurations, their atoms, their electronic configurations, their atomic masses, their atomic number, everything are very important to understand all these three topics. Okay, without wasting time, I'll tell you one by one. Okay, first let's see what exactly atom. Atom is the finest particle. It's a very small particle. It's a very small particle, minute particle. According to Dalton, the particle which cannot be subdivided further, according to Dalton. Of course, afterwards few theories was given that yes, atom has some subatomic particles which we call electrons, protons and neutrons. So atoms have some particles, subatomic particles. What they are? Electrons, protons and neutrons. Where electrons present, where protons present, where neutrons present, you know maybe already. Okay, so every element has a certain number of electrons based on their atomic numbers. Suppose hydrogen, atomic number is 1, so it has 1 electron. Okay, like that. So first let's see, this is a particular nucleus. According to Niels Bohr, you have idea maybe, atom has a nucleus. Around the nucleus, electrons will revolve in circular paths like this. Like this. Electrons are revolving in these circular paths. These circular paths are called orbits or shells. This was explained first by Mr. Rutherford planetary model, this Bohr's model. Our first chapter is that only, everywhere in first few minutes atomic structure or else some basic concepts of chemistry. So these are very important. Okay, so this is a nucleus. Around nucleus, electrons are revolving in circular paths which we call orbits or shells. These are called orbits. These orbits represents with some letters like K, L, M, N and so on like that. Shells or orbits. Shells or orbits we call it. Okay. So here in nucleus you have, in this nucleus you have protons plus neutrons. Just brief idea I am giving. Okay, I told you already, it is a foundation or bridge to enter into our first field. Okay, so here protons and neutrons we have. Once if you enter, definitely more elaborately we will discuss all these things. Now I am giving just brief idea. So electrons are revolving. Who are revolving here? Electrons are revolving in K shell, L shell, M shell. These are the shells. Okay, in these K shell, L shell, M shell, there are some subshells. Getting what I am saying? So, and here these also represent with some numbers. N is equals to 1, N is equals to 2, N is equals to 3 like that. Which we call N is principal quantum number. Principal quantum number. N is the principal quantum number. Okay, so N value is very important for us. Okay, N is equals to 1 means what that is? N is equals to 1 means that is first shell, which we call as K shell. K shell. N is equal to 2, that is L shell. So I am telling you one more time, electrons are revolving in these shells, those represented with a particular principal quantum number we call N. What is the principal quantum number? Everything we will discuss later on. So what exactly principal quantum number here means? Just simply remember, okay, it's an orbit number. Up to that you remember right now. Okay, so here N is equals to 1, N is equals to 2, N is equals to 3 like this. And here N is equals to 1 means that is a K shell, N is equals to 2 means L shell, N is equals to 3 means that is KL M shell. And n is equals to 4 means that it is n shell, like that you can understand. How many electrons are present in a particular shell? Also you have a formula. The number of electrons present in a shell, you have a formula 2n square. N is the particular number I told you. This indicates the orbit number. From the orbit number, you can say how many electrons are present in this particular orbit. Suppose K shell asking. In K shell, how many electrons will present maximum? Means you can say by using formula 2n square. Okay, n has values 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So maximum number of electrons present in a orbit is equal to formula 2n square. It's very important for you. Okay, maximum number of electrons present in a particular orbit. Okay, suppose in K shell, electrons is equals to total number of electrons is equals to 2 into K shell means n value how much? K shell means n value how much? 1. So 2 into 1 square. Certainly 2 electrons are present in K shell. So next one is in L shell. How many electrons are present? Number of electrons in L shell. Here L shell means what? This. Okay, L shell means n value how much? 2. So answer 2 into 2 square. That means 8 electrons are present. Electron is a negative particle. Proton is a positive particle. Neutron is a neutral particle. Got it clearly? So every element has, every atom has. Okay. So elements consist of atoms. 1 mole of element if you consider, 1 mole of atoms if you consider, there is a measurement. This is all you will have in future. So just try to follow our classes. That's it, enough. Okay, automatically you can understand everything. So what I was given here, n value. N gives orbit number. Those orbits represent with K, L, M and so on. N is equals to 1, K shell, N is equals to 2, L shell, N is equals to 3, M shell. If one more if you draw, N is equals to 4, N, small n is 4, N shell, capital N. Okay, maximum number of electrons present in a orbit. In a orbit is equal to how much? What is the formula? Means 2n square is the formula. In a particular orbit, electrons are revolving in this particular orbit or not? Electrons are revolving in these orbits. Okay, as planets revolving around the sun. Okay, so how many electrons are present in a particular shell means you have a formula 2n square. In K shell, how many electrons means 2 electrons. In L shell, how many electrons means 8 electrons are present. Got it? So this is about system of subshells. As I told you, if you consider as an atom, floor is a shell. In floor rooms you have, those are subshells. Okay, subshells we use generally S, P, D, F, G, H and so on. These are subshells. Subshells present in a shell. Shells means what I said, K, L, M, N, O and so on, they are called shells. And these are called, what these are called? Subshells these are called. Got it what I said? So subshells are present in shells. Same, shells represent with what I said, N, small n. Here subshells represent with L. L takes the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on like this. Okay, so here if L is equals to 0, here I will write. If L is equal to 0, then the subshell is called S subshell. So S subshell is
S subshell is having L value 0. S subshell, any S subshell given, S has L value 0. Okay, what is L? L is a subshell indication. L is equals to 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on like that. If L is equals to 0, remember this one. Okay, this was given by scientists, I am not me. Okay, L is equals to 0, S subshell. You have to know this. Okay, L is equals to 1 means P subshell. L is equals to 2, that means D subshell. L is equals to 3, that means F subshell. L is equals to 4, L is equals to 4, that is G subshell. L is equals to 5, H. Okay, S, P, D. Up to these scientists first letters these are. Afterwards and E was not given and alphabets here. F, G, H. E won't be there. Okay, D after E, no. Okay, S, P, D, F, G. These are what subshells. Subshells present in a shell. For S subshell, what is the L value? 0. For P subshell, what is the L value? 1. For D subshell, L value 2. For F subshell, L value 3. For G subshell, L value 4 like that. Okay. L takes the values I told you starts from 0. N, shell takes the values from 1, 2, 3, 4. No confusion? Shell means small n. Small n. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. But subshell starts with 0. Starts with 0. Okay. And small I tell you in a particular shell. Okay. So all these subshells won't be present in every shell. There is a limit. What is that limit? I will tell you. Okay. So number of subshells present in a shell. Present in a shell. You have a formula. This means some limit, that is from 0 to n minus 1. This is the limit. Up to how many subshells present means n minus 1. What is n? You know, n is the shell number. N is the shell number. So number of subshells present in a shell. You have a form. You have some number from 0 to n minus 1. From 0, every shell starts with subshell means 0. 0 means what? S subshell. Every shell has these many subshells. 0 to n minus 1. Very clear? Okay. So here you have what is a subshell. Subshell means S, P, D, F, G, H and so on like that. Next, how many subshells present in a shell? Total number of subshells present in a shell you have from 0 to n minus 1. Alright? So suppose if n value shell number is 4, means L values are from 0 to 3, because 4 minus 1. Here 3, here 4, we have to take 4 minus 1 is how much? 3. Alright? Starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Very clear? So shell has subshell. Okay? And one more thing I'll tell you. In a particular subshell, how many electrons? Maximum number of electrons present. Maximum number of electrons present in a shell, you have formula 4L plus 2. I'll explain this later on plus. Okay? Please keep it in your mind. In a subshell, maximum number of electrons present how many? Means 4L plus 2. These many electrons will be present. These many electrons will be present in any particular subshell. Suppose in S subshell, how many electrons are there? L value 0 for S subshell. So L value 0. So 4 into 0 plus 2. Okay. S subshell have 2 electrons. P subshell have how many electrons? P means L value 1. So 4 into 1 plus 2 means 6 electrons are present. 4 is the difference. 4 electrons is the difference, everybody. Listen carefully. Here 2 electrons, here 6, 10, 14, 18, like that. Just 4 is the difference. Starting from 2. So, I was given some clarity. In a subshell, how many electrons are present? Means 4l plus 2. These many electrons are present in a particular subshell. What is L? This subshell number. Subshell number for S, L is equals to 0. For S subshell, how many electrons are present? 4 into 0 plus 2. I think you understood. And just 4 is the difference electrons in every subshell. Here 2 electrons means here how many electrons? Here 2 means here how many electrons? 2 plus 4, 6. Here 6 electrons means here how many electrons? 10 electrons, like that. But I'll write here. Just 4 is the difference. Formula also not required for it. Starts with 2 and 4 increase everywhere. Okay? So I'll write at one place that. Okay? So here I was given about subshells. Okay? See, here L is equals to 0. Then what subshell? S subshell. In S subshell, how many electrons are present? 4l plus 2. Number of electrons are present, I was given. 4l plus 2. Okay, L is equals to 0 means what? S subshell. In S subshell, how many electrons are there? 4 into 0 plus 2. That means 2 electrons are present. In L is equals to 1. If L is equals to 1, what subshell I said? If L is if not, S subshell means L is equals to 0. Okay. I am considering one by one. That's why I write. L is equals to 1. That means P subshell. P subshell. L value is how much for P subshell? 1. So 4 into 1 plus 2. So 6 electrons are present. L is equals to 2. That is D subshell. D subshell. That is 4 into 2 plus 2. 10 electrons are present. See, you observed or not? Difference how much? 2 to 6? 4 is the difference. 6 to 10 difference how much? 4. You can easily write. No need of this formula also. Starts with 2. Okay. Suppose L is equals to 3. That is F subshell. Without this formula, I can say how many electrons are present in F subshell. 2 electrons are present. 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 4, 14 electrons. If you want, you can calculate by using this formula also. This is a simple way to have number of electrons present in a subshell. So L is equals to 3, F subshell. So F subshell means 4 into 3 plus 2. Because F means L value 3. 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 2. Here 14 electrons are present. Understood clear? So how many electrons present in a subshell you have here? So okay, now let's see how many particular subshells are present in every shell one by one. Okay, I was given already the number of subshells present in every shell is starts from 0, ends with n minus 1 I was given. 0 to n minus 1 I was given. Got it? So here I will take first shell. Next I will take the subshells. Okay, and subshells means I will take first L values. L values I will take. After L values I will write what are the subshells like this. Okay, 3 columns. First shell. Next L values. L values what I said from what I said from 0 to n minus 1. This is very clear. So these are the number of subshells present in a shell 0 to n minus 1. What are the subshells I was given? Subshells I was given in previous. It's a shell. These are the subshells. And after subshells, here I was given L is equals to 0 means what a subshell? That also write down here. L is equals to 0 means S. L is equals to 1 means P. L is equals to 2 means D. L is equals to 3 means F subshell, like this. L is equals to 4 means G subshell. These just remember. S, P, D, F, G, H and so on. F, G, H from these alphabets, not all. Okay? Only this. S, P, D, F. Very clearly, electronic configurations are very important. That's why I am explaining all these things like this. But okay. So first, K shell. K shell. K shell means what is the n value? N value is 1. So if n value is 1, how many L values are there? From 0 to 1 minus 1 means L value only 0, because n value is 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. L value is 0 means L value is 0 means what subshell? S subshell. But here what is the n value? 1. So it is 1s. Okay? L is equals to 0 means S subshell. Okay, here shell number is what? K shell means 1. So it is 1s. So 1 was completed. So next, let's see about L shell. L shell means what is the n value? L shell means what is the n value? N value is 2. So that what are the L values? L values are is equals to from 0 to n value how much? 2. 2 minus 1. So L values you can write from this. L value is 0. L value is 1. Because 0 to 2 minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. N value is 2 for L shell. So L is equals to 0. L is equals to 0 means S subshell. L is equals to 1 means P subshell. Here I was written. L is equals to 0, S subshell. L is equals to 1, P subshell. Got it clear? So here what you have means here it is 2S and this is 2P. Sir, why sir this is 1S, why sir this is 2S means you must distinguish them. So this is the first shell. So N is equals to 1. So that's why it is 1S. Means 1S means oh this S subshell is present in K shell because N value is 1 here. Oh, this 2S is present in second shell. N is equals to 2 like that. Got it? So like this you can say for next. Very simple. What is the N value? 1. Those many L values. Only 1. Sorry, it is 0. Only one L value I am telling. L value is how much means 0. How many L values means? 1. How many subshells means? 1. 1S. 1. 1S. 2. 2 subshells are present. 3. 3 subshells are present. Means every shell has new subshell. Every shell has new subshell. Here only S is there, no P. Here P comes. This 2P is a new here. But so like that you can write next. If I consider KLM, M shell. M shell means N value is how much? 3. So L values are starts from 0. 0 to 3. 3 means here 3 minus 1. 0 to 2. So L values are how much? L values are 0, 1, 2. Because here you have 0 to 3 minus 1. 0 to 3 minus 1 you have. Because M shell means N value 3 in previous class I was given. So L is equals to 0 means what I said? S. L is equals to 1 means what I said? P. L is equals to 2 means what I said? D. So N value how much? 3. That 3 you have right here. So 3S, 3P, 3D. See, I told you. What is the number here? 3. So 3 subshells are present. What are those? S, P, D. 3 subshells. Very simple. N value is 2. Means how many subshells present? 2 subshells. This is one, this is another. Here N value is 3. That means 3 subshells. 1, 2, 3. Got it? Why we are using 3? Because these subshells are present in third shell. That's why. Starts with S, clear. Starts with S subshell. S after P, P after D. Suppose fourth shell I consider. 4S, 4P, 4D, 4F also will come. Number of electrons is very clear. S means 2 electrons, P means 6 electrons, D means 10 electrons, like that I was thinking. Okay, next we will discuss about these subshells and subshells energies, and by using the energies how to calculate, how to write electronic configurations, everything we can see. Thank you.